One of the reasons I moved into this house was because of my big front windows. Shortly after I moved in, I noticed that they started leaking. The seal was broken, and it got to the point where I closed the curtains so I couldn't see it.
Of course, the old ones were like 23 years old, but they were falling apart. Moisture inside was all in there. They were all foggy, and there was like stuff falling from the top and getting between the glass.
And then they were cold. They were letting a lot of cold air in, so the curtains were really closed most of the time. And it really took away from the reason that I moved here.
Okay, heard a knock on the door, and then from there,
and we got back to them.
We got back to them within a half hour, and like, we'd love to hear what you have to say.
Again, like my wife said, they took all of our requests, as it was. They said, "Oh, it's your house. We'll do it the way you want it."
It's just one of those things that after I started talking to him, I thought, I really need to do this. Sooner than later, I felt really at ease, and yet I didn't feel like it was a pressure job. I felt just totally comfortable. And I also have a friend that had some of the Hero windows put in her house, and she really liked them. And I just felt like it was time, and I was impressed with everything about them.
And every time I called, he would let me know what was going on, and they kept me informed all the time. It was great.
And this whole time, this whole experience, they've listened. They've actually listened to what I've had to say. They've listened to our requests that we've had.
They cleaned up afterwards, and they had it all done, and everything was just taken care of. And I love the windows, and I haven't put blinds up on 3 of the windows because I love just looking at them.
It's just been such a blessing to have these new windows, and my curtains are always open, and it doesn't matter if it's cold outside or raining or snowing or anything. I just enjoy the view and appreciate how easy they open and shut and how good they look. I feel like it's kind of a new house because you used to walk in and kind of get hit with a cool breeze.
I've noticed my heat doesn't go on as much as it did, and before I could feel the draft from the window, and I don't feel that anymore.
My kids came by to see the windows and to see how they operate, and that's the first thing they noticed is you walk in and it's just a normal temperature.
And the additional safety features that, if it did get cracked open, it stops here. And the different things that help them reassure that the window is going to be a better place for them versus what we had beforehand.
I like the fact that we're able to clean the window on the outside while we're still inside the house. That's really helpful, especially in the summer heat.
And from the outside, you can really see a difference. I had a lady walk in yesterday, in fact, and she walked in and looked in this room and she said, "This looks like a totally different room. What have you done?" And I said, "New windows."
Well, everybody I've interacted with have been fantastic. They were just great people. They came in, they were efficient and very likable, I must say. They were just really, really good people. And I thought that it really makes you feel like you're really part of, this is just more than selling windows, moving on. It just makes you feel like family.
I really appreciate that people were their word. When they said they'd be here, they were here. And I just have really appreciated the whole situation.
Said if I had it to do over again, I'd go right to Hero. And I tell all my neighbors, well, if you need your windows changed, Hero's the way to go. Because it's just been a really good experience, I have to admit. It's been, as far as buying a major thing, this has probably been the best experience I've had in doing it. Even buying the house, the windows were even better.